And he's like, oh my God, Chakits. I was like, he's totally famous in Hawaii. I was like, oh, that's so funny.
Oh, wow.
The Cox guy said
Yeah.
Cox guy?
Yeah.
Did he give you a discount?
He didn't, but I gave him our business card. So.
Oh, that's good. Alright guys, today what we're doing is we actually have a team meeting, and also we're shooting a vlog too as well. We got a lot of things going on today, so we're gonna get the ball rolling. Alright, we're just gonna wait for York and we'll get everything going. How's your day going, Sam?
It's going.
Say what's up to the crew.
What's up?
Alright, first thing, let's focus on, we gotta get caught up. Let's figure out where we're at with all these approval letters. Because some of these, it looks like it's been in the pipeline for some time. And I'm sure some of these deals are dead. And today I want York to go over this with you guys, because this is actually really York's responsibility as far as the accountability. Also, if anything changes with a transaction, you got to let him know right away. As far as, let's just say you're under contract, it's 35-day closing, you have a timeline, but those timelines have changed. Something happens, you have to let him know right away, so that way he can make the adjustments on the Excel spreadsheet. So when are you planning on following back up with this gentleman?
Probably this week. I'll call him today, actually.
Okay, give me a date.
Let's just say Friday. This Friday.
Friday's what date? Yeah, this thing is moving along fast. Okay, we're gonna do a follow-up. All right, what about Jackson?
I'd say dead.
Dead?
Dead in the water, yeah.
All right, drag that one down to dead.
All right. I have a couple Jacksons. Who was that? That was John?
Oh, no, Jan.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, Jane. That's not. No, we're still good. We've got 2 listings. So that should be with Neagle Jackson and Jane. So
you got 2 listings.
Right. So it's she's the wife. Neagle's the husband. So we have their listings right now. Once we sell those listings, then they're gonna purchase.
Okay, so is this a team deal or
Team deal?
Okay,
yeah.
So this is where we need, when you get a new listing, you need to let him know, and let him know what the splits are, also the commissions, the total commissions, and also we need the address. So we need those 2.
I think I sent those ones over already.
A while back, right?
Yeah, they've been sitting for a bit, but we just made an adjustment. One of them vacated the property, so we're cleaning, getting new photos done and stuff. So
you need to make sure those are on here.
This is the townhouse one, right?
Well, yeah, small house. Yeah.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah.
So you need to get with him and get those 2 on here.
Yep.
Okay. Nikki, looks like we have Lawrence James with it. Was on here twice. It's buyer and seller, correct?
Yeah, he couldn't get approved for the new home.
So what does that mean?
He got a new job, but it's a different. He needs to wait. So I mean, I've been following up with him. It's just a matter of him jumping the gun now. He had to pay off his car too.
Okay.
Before he can qualify because he has too much DTI.
So his home is still listed though, right?
It's contingent withdrawal right now. Yeah, but I still have it under contract.
A lot of these lenders, a lot of these appraisers that are going out, they're being very conservative. So if you ask for $10,000, right, for a price reduction, and it appraises at that price point that you submitted, you didn't really gain anything. It's always best to ask for closing costs, always. So try to get as much as closing costs as possible. And when you ask for closing costs, make sure the closing cost is applied towards recurring and non-recurring closing costs. Always have that verbiage in there, because if you absorb that closing cost, you could take that extra money and do the buy down. So just keep that in mind. That's very important, okay? And also when the appraisal comes back, if it comes back even lower, even better for you, because now you guys can go back to the seller and say, hey, reduce the price, because now there's an appraisal attached. So that makes you look like a superstar. So that's something that you want to keep in mind. Always go for the closing costs in today's market, never for the price reduction, okay? So it looks like with the approvals, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We only have 3 escrows this month, and we're already here on the 14th. We're already half of the month. So we need to start ramping it up as far as cold calling. I don't know how you guys are doing with the cold calling. However, cold calling is the most boring thing. Trust me, I dread it, but you gotta do it. You don't have a choice, right? And with these cold calls, how are these dialogues going? Because I know that you guys are doing a coaching with, who's that gentleman?
Kevin.
How's that working out?
He's good.
I think it's going good. He's I've had people getting sent to Dan, and it's kind of just not really gone anywhere. But you know, we've made tweaks where we're holding people accountable. We're asking them when they can do it, and just kind of pushing them forward. So
Okay.
yeah.
So this is what I do when I work with a lender, okay, and a buyer. Once you get that call, you build that dialogue. Number one question you need to identify right away: are you selling them, or do you just sell yourself? What I mean by that is sometimes you could be selling them so hard they're like, yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's all it is. Yes. So you didn't sell anything. You sold yourself.
Sure.
You pass over that number, they never call because they're really not motivated. So you need to identify immediately. We know that people that call or jump online, they are a buyer. But we need to identify when is their timeline. Because based upon their timeline is the motivation factor. And that's where you identify right away. And you should always be asking them questions, but you're going to tell them up front, hey, I'm asking you these questions is because I need to identify how soon are you looking to buy, because we need to make sure if you're looking to buy now, I can put you in the front of the line, right? Now, if you feel like they are a real buyer, and typically what happens is when I make the call, I'm not steering them directly to a lender, right? I'm just having a conversation, but identifying it, but based upon the questions I'm asking, it literally allows me to put them in this category, right? Then when I'm having a conversation, how do you get the buyer to say, hey, let me contact one of your lenders? It's by educating the buyer, hey, this is the process, this is what's going on. So I never in a conversation say, hey, speak to my lender. I never do that. I just educate them on the phone, hey, this is what's going on, this is how the process works. For me to start sending you properties and identifying exactly what you are looking for, what's available in today's market, we have to build that foundation, right? And where that foundation starts off, you're gonna have to go speak to a lender. Now, this is where I would say the pitch is, this is how it works. When you speak to a lender, make sure to ask for the lending estimate, right? So now this is where you're gonna give them the value. This is the proposition, and also this lets them know that you know what you're talking about. These are the things I want you to look out for. Make sure when you speak to a lender, make sure to get the lending estimate, so that way everything is all disclosed. We want to know what the fees are going to be charged, what your rates, most important, what your APR. Once you get that, give that to me, so that way I can help you out and I can let you know if you're getting hosed or not. I can let you know what's going on in customary practices. This is the most important part, because this is what we're going to use for leverage to get you a better rate, better deal. How does that sound? Great. Okay. So now they're going to ask you, hey, do you know a lender? Yes. Bing. I know a great lender. Here's a good lender. The reason why I work with this lender is because he gets deals done on time. Then explain how important it is that it's not only about the interest rate. It is also about time sensitivity, because we have a 35-day closing, 25-day full loan approval with the underwriting. These things need to be done. And I explained the difference between a banking institution versus a mortgage company, right? Because when you work with a lender, a processor with Wells Fargo, whatever it is, the process could take a lot longer because there's so many different departments, because it's a bigger bank, versus a mortgage broker. The lender, the processor, may have more control with the file. So if there's anything that comes up, they can walk it over to the underwriting department, versus if you worked with Wells Fargo, if there's a problem with underwriting, they're 3 hours ahead. All this stuff matters. Are they also creative? Do you see what I'm saying? So subconsciously, you're really selling the client, but however, you're really educating the client on the process. So that's where that value proposition comes along, because now you know how that process works, and they trust in the value of what you guys are doing. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So now you're not steering them, but you're guiding them. But also you need to say this. Look, this is the lender I always use. However, on my deals, and this is true on my personal deals, some deals I'll send over to Dan with my investment properties. If the numbers don't make sense, I do not use him.
Right.
I clarify that right away. I don't care who you use. Reason why you're doing that now is to identify, we work with this lender, however, we're not tied to this lender. Because there's sometimes they may think that you're tied to this lender, that, hey, I don't really like him because of the personality. Now you may have lost that deal.
Right.
And I've learned that from experience. So all this needs to be addressed right up front.
Yeah.
Joey, if you're watching this, man, you gotta stop riding your bike. Anyway, we got we're playing dodgeball, the team, this week Friday, and we got some shirts. York, show the shirts. Look at this. Bam! Look at the bat.
Balls out.
Balls out. What do you guys think about that? Remember how I told you guys about like just filming anything?
Yeah.
I mean, look, we're doing it right now. You see what I'm saying? You gotta step out of the comfort zone. And I can tell you this: before, when I used to walk around with this camera and start talking, people used to look at me all weird. But what happens is like, whatever's. We're just doing it. So, what time are we actually meeting? It's Friday, all right, guys? Let's all get a picture together. But we got a couple sponsors on here. Who was the sponsors? Because here's the thing: you guys need to hashtag that sponsor. Do we have? Do we know who the sponsors are?
Who's hosting the charity, the dodgeball?
No, I'm talking about who paid for the dodgeball. It was a finance person, right?
Oh, it was Candy, I think. Right?
Who?
Wasn't it Candy from Joey's friend, the Asian lady?
Candy Cat.
Yeah.
Okay, so before you guys put this on social media, because I think we need to get this on social media.
We'll take a picture.
Yeah, we'll take a picture, and no, we're gonna do it now, so that way we can hashtag the two people. You know what I'm saying? But we'll send you guys over who the two people are. Yeah. I'm gonna cut my shirt like this on both sides.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Hell yeah.
We gotta have that swag.
Yeah, exactly. Real quick, I want to give a quick shout out to, what's her name? Nortui?
Naturi.
Right here. This is actually her social media account. So if you guys want a cool kick-ass logo, like balls out, like this logo right here, she's a follower. She did this for free, so I just want to give her a quick shout out. Show the love, show the support. Look at that. We're all helping each other out. So again, if you guys want some cool logos, give her a call.
This is her Instagram name.
Oh, Instagram, I'm sorry. There you go, Natui. Show the love. All right, so basically I'm gonna go to film one property.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit the gym.
Oh, you are really are going to gym.
Yeah, I
In
really
the
am gonna go to the
podcast.
gym. What? In the podcast?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Weather's getting up pretty good, actually, believe it or not. I think the weather now is what, like, hey, is it 80, less than 90, right? Well, I think the weather's roughly around 90. It's starting to cool down. In addition to that, yeah, okay, yeah, the weather is great. It does feel roughly about 90, but what I was gonna say is that it used to get dark probably around like 8 o'clock, but now it's like getting dark around 7. So days are starting to get shorter. It means I gotta get up more earlier, and I hate to get up early. I don't get up until like 8 o'clock. But it's weird, like some days I'll get up literally like at 5 o'clock. What's up? Why?
You told me to use the music from the site.
Yeah, no, I said use the music from Instagram.
Yeah, well, we still got a message saying that it might be someone else's music. That's all I just
Well,
wanted to let you
why is it like that? That is so strange. All right.
This is something we gotta deal with though, because we need the music now. Or else it's not gonna be engaging whatsoever.
Look, Instagram, the IT guys out there, it doesn't make any sense. We are using your guys' music, but you're flagging our stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what's up with that? Sorry, I don't have power windows. This is automatic. That's how old school this car is. Yeah, my name is Chakits Krulsawat, and I'm going over to 167 Wentworth Drive. All right, so as you can see, this is a guard-gated community. Now, this is a golf course community as well. This is actually Legacy Estates, and with Legacy Estates, you also have Legacy Heights. Now, Legacy Estates also has another gated community as well. Now, if I lived here, I want to live in the second gated community of Legacy Estates, because you got the rich people, then you got the super rich people. You know what I'm talking about? All right, let's see what we got here. Today's just a good day for me. Very blessed, and I know it, baby. But I always want more. Always strive for more. And it's not about the money. Remember this. Once you get to a certain point in life, it's no longer about the money, because now you're living the life that you want to live. However, it's about helping other people. And believe it or not, like how Zig Ziglar says, if you help people what they want, they'll help you get you what you want. That is right. All right, there's the tennis courts. In this first gated community, you're gonna notice a lot of these homes are just like track homes and stuff like that. But then when you come into this community, which is the second gated community, they're gonna be custom homes. I actually owned a home in Legacy Estates. That's right. But not anymore. I actually bought a home and actually sold it. I actually helped the client out. I think I only owned it for like 3 or 4 days. Now also one thing I want to mention, the reason why this place is a little bit more desirable is because of the school zone. So a lot of families that have money, that are just starting their career, right? They want to, you know, have their kids in a good school zone, especially like the elementary years, like really good. Do your research, because, you know, I don't have any kids, so I couldn't tell you. I'm just telling you what these people are telling me, you know, based upon what they're looking for, because they have kids. So this is the property right here. Now this property right here, they're asking for 1.15 million for the property. It is 3,200 square feet, 4 bedrooms and a den, total of 3 bath, 2-story home. This thing actually sits on a golf course. That's right, soft closing cabinets. It's got the stainless steel appliances. It's got glass backsplash, quartz countertops. So this thing has a lot. We're gonna do a full video tour. So if you guys want to see the full video tour of this property, go ahead and check out our first channel where we do all video home tours. To get into the lockbox, however, we can't get into the lockbox because now it requires a code. So reach on out to the agent. Now I'm just waiting for the code. But I can tell you, today is a very beautiful day in the shade. These are kind of like the months that you just want to chill outside and relax. I'm telling you, the shade is actually really nice. Looks like I got the code. Are we gonna get in? Let's see it. Yes, it worked! Ooh, this thing is clean, boy. Look at this, look at this. Not bad. Backyard is a little bit tiny for this price point. However, everything's like completely redone, which is really cool. All right, like I said, if you guys want to check out this full video home tour, go ahead and check out our first channel. And oh, you know what? I'm gonna give you guys a quick sneak peek. We're gonna run up to the master or the primary. Not bad, decent size. Coming into the bathroom. Wow, 48 by 48 porcelain tile. Look at this. Pretty clean, not bad. Can't complain. Original fireplace. It is what it is. All right, I'll have a link in the description below, or check out our first channel. One good thing about being a real estate agent is that as an independent contractor, entrepreneur, you could take off at any time, but this is a commission-based business, so the more work you put into it, obviously the more you get paid, the more you get reward. However, you know, if you're just first getting started, I can tell you this right now, you should be working every single day. Like right now, I don't take days off, I just take breaks, and that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm in the position to take these type of breaks because I've already scaled my business, have like a team in place, right? And if you're just first starting off, dude, do not go hang out with your friends, do not go to nightclubs, just stay focused. That's all I did for the first like 8 years until I was able to build my book of business. Now understand, when I first got started, I was an introvert. I didn't know anybody, I didn't like to talk to people, but you know what? You gotta grow out of that shell. And this is something I want you to keep in mind. All right, it's about 2:30. I gotta get back to the office because today we got a podcast that we gotta do. We got a agent coming in from a different company. We're gonna get I'm out of breath. We are gonna get a different perspective of what's going on in the Las Vegas housing market. I always like to bring other agents in, so that way we just know what's going on. Also, another thing, I've been having a bunch of agents lately hit me up, and they want to know exactly how I run my business and how I'm able to generate a lot of business, how to run a team and all that stuff. So if you guys are actually interested in this, we now have a consultation, and we actually charge, I think it was at 500, I think it's like 450, I think it's like $500 an hour right now that we're doing. I gotta ask York. So that's something then that we're just like really putting together right now. So wherever you are at with your business, if you're just an agent that's just getting started and want to learn how to generate income or streams of different income, and how to use real estate as leverage, or if you already are running a team but you want to take it to the next level and you want to see exactly how I run my team, you know, give York a call, and we'll set something up. So it's like I said, I think it's 450 or 500 an hour. I'm not too sure. I gotta get with York though, like I said. But anyway, the other thing that we're doing is we have a coaching program too as well. Now with that coaching program, we are about to launch our YouTube Academy course. So stay tuned for this, because I know I've been pitching this a lot. The course, or the Academy, is not completely done. However, we are going to launch the coaching course. It's going to be once a week meeting, but also you're going to get the Academy, the Realtor Academy. That's actually what it's called. So just wanted to let you guys know. November 12th, and this is actually a golf tournament fundraiser for the Las Vegas Junior Golden Knights. On November 12th, they have a 4-man team for a golf tournament for $450. If you would like to sponsor me and my team, please let us know. Matter of fact, email York. York, what's your email?
chakits.ckg@gmail.com.
That's right, chakits.ckg@gmail.com.